Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 5th September 2024. Reliance is preparing for a big capital infusion of up to Rs 3,900 crore into FMCG arm through a mix of equity and debt to compete with Hindustan Unilever, ITC, Coca-Cola, Adani Wilmar and others for a bigger scale of the Indian fast-moving consumer goods market. This will be Reliance's highest capital infusion into the FMCG entity since its inception in November 2022. Nearly 67% of the deposits mobilized by banks by the end of June 2024 were contracted at interest rates of 7% and above, compared with 45% of deposits a year ago, latest central bank data showed, pointing to the higher returns lenders are now having to offer to garner deposits from savers to meet increasing credit demand. The last 12 months saw a 30 to 40% surge in demand for specialist M&A lawyers from large Indian companies. Large Indian companies are bolstering their in-house legal teams with M&A specialist lawyers thanks to a flurry of local and cross-border deals as well as internal ownership restructuring. Many business houses are tapping lawyers with 10 to 15 years of expertise in complex deal making to strengthen their legal teams. This is even as they continue to seek legal counsel from leading law firms. India's quasi-sovereign fund plans to seek about $4 billion in its largest ever fundraise. The National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, backed by the Indian government and several global investors, is looking to raise money early next year. The new fund would be much larger than the predecessor master fund that closed in December 2020 with $2.34 billion and would mark a restart of activities under a new chief executive officer. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund is also raising capital for its private markets fund and will consider a new private equity fund after the infrastructure fundraise. Britannia Industries is in talks to acquire a controlling stake in Kishle Foods, a Guwahati-based snack manufacturer valued at Rs 600 to Rs 700 crores. This acquisition would help Britannia expand its market presence in the Northeast and enter new categories like noodles and tea. The deal is currently in due diligence stages. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.